Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoim la Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chachachadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and H.I.M that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawak. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And yeah, just wanted to just touch on the MOTB, that market of Beauty and the Beast, all this digital electronic shit that they got going on, and how fast it's moving. And like I'm driving this vehicle right now. It's pretty much overall a company vehicle, but I'm at the plantation. But you know, I've always noticed, you know, it'll say it's going to be an update, basically, right? It pops up on the screen, update, you know, it'll be at 1 a.m. In the morning or whatever, you know. Would you like to change the time? Just like how you can do with your phone, you know, like when you get those updates, there'll be like an update is available or ready, you know what I'm saying? It's just like your phone, right? So basically, with that technology, they can actually fix the damn car while it's sitting in your driveway. Now, minus, you know what I'm saying, you know, changing a tire or, you know, changes, you know, some physical shit. I'm not talking about from that aspect, but I'm talking about from the aspect of any bug workouts, anything that's got to do with the car, from windows to anything that's got to do with electronics, the radio, the fucking, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They can do bug fixes just like they do with a cell phone. And when I was, cause it's just done that. And I, you know, just so happened, I've done it before. And you know, I went into the details to see exactly what it done. And I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so this computer digital shit, this is what this lady basically, she was talking about on Redacted yesterday. I done a lesson on it last night. I didn't go off into the video of what she was talking about, but it was, you know, I read from MIT what MIT was trying to do, and basically it's kind of set up the same way with graphene or, you know, like nanobytes, whatever the case. So, you know, I had to go back off into it, but basically them setting it all up in you, and then it actually goes directly to your brain, and, you know, pretty much get to fixing on shit or letting you know what needs to be fixed and all this other stuff. So they're gonna come down with, you know, I went off into Trump with the executive order, you know, with the medical records, right? You know what I'm saying? Everything being digital. See, they tried to make it seem like, okay, you can get your your medical records should be available to you just like they're available to a doctor, you know, not some doctor just holding on to your file. And now that it's digital, you can actually, you know, go on and see what's popping and see what's going on with your shit, you know, whenever. So they try to make it seem as if it's a convenience for you. You should have it. Yeah, we should have our own data, you know, that type of thing, and get people all geeked and to you know, go for a lot of this stuff. So it wasn't really a big fuss, but what they don't know is in the backdrop, the long run, it's all boiling down to Revelation 13:16. Which is that market of Beauty and the Beast, where you're not going to be able to buy or sell, you know, unless you take this electronic or this digital device and have it placed within you. See, it's going to be somewhat volunteer, you know, like, you know, where you can volunteer and do it at first. And then from there, they're going to just go, you know, because, you know, there's going to be some beheadings over this thing. There's going to be some torture that's going to go on because of this thing. Now, one thing that this lady was saying in that redacted video that I didn't agree with was, you know, she's basically like, you know, you don't know how many people are running around with chips in them and they don't know about the chip. Well, when it comes to that microchip, this is going to be something that everybody is going to know about, because it's going to be something that you're going to have to take voluntarily. You're going to have to come up and step to the plate and say whether or not you want it or whether or not you don't want it. It's not going to be them being able to just, you know, I'm going to put you to sleep, I'm going to tranquilize you, and then when you wake up, you got this computer chip in you. No, it's not going to be that way, because this is going to have to be a choice thing. You know, it's going to have to be you making that choice, like you choosing Esau, Edom as your God, or you choosing, you know, Yahweh why Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Because Esau, the so-called white man, he wants to become your perpetual God. He wants you to be a perpetual servant or slave to him. And this is really, you know, for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because see, the rest of these heathen, they don't give a shit. When you look at the numbers of the people that was in Sweden when they was doing that, them people was lining up in droves to get going, be computer chipped. They're saying that, you know, now from what the lady was saying or what they were saying, maybe I misunderstood it. They was talking about like 87%, almost 90% of the Swedes over there, you know, already got a microchip. You know? And so, you know, most of them, they're using it to get on these trains. They're using it to open doors and, you know, do stupid shit that they lazy asses could just go ahead and just do. But, you know, I just, you know, noticed the update in the phone, I mean, in the vehicle. And again, if they can update this vehicle like that, or if they, you know, just like I said with the phone, if they can do an update with the phone, you don't think that they can fucking hit a button and update your ass? If you take a microchip, if you let these people put this shit in you, because it's gonna be hooked to the computers, it's gonna be hooked digitally to you know, to computer access. So while you're asleep, you know what I'm saying? See, and you know what too? That's spiritual too, because you know when you go into the book of Job, chapter 33, it talks about how when you know, roughly paraphrasing, when men go to sleep, the Lord programs them. And this is what Esau wants to do. So imagine you laying down 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, or 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, as soon as you go to sleep, whatever. And then this motherfucker, he hits the button and you start to just upgrading or downgrading, for that matter. Shit, who knows? Put your ass to death in your sleep, man. Turn your ass off. Make it seem like it was natural causes. And the scripture says to never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Anytime this man is coming at you talking about, you know, something good for you, you better know it's a lie, man. This man has never stuck to his word. He has never stuck to his word, man. Look at this dude, Donald Trump. He got the whole fucking globe fucked all up, you know, but he came in with all those promises of making things better. And things have gotten completely worse since this guy's been in there. Wasn't like Biden was no better, but shit wasn't as crazy as it is when Biden, you know, when Biden was in there. So you know, these Americans with their 250th anniversary is gonna be some bullshit to them, because they're gonna be, it's not gonna hit the same. If you got these gas prices and all this shit going on and people can't afford shit, people are disgruntled, man. These people are miserable as hell. So how you think they're gonna enjoy? You got, you know, these eaters, they still gonna try. Don't get me wrong. And you're gonna have stupid ass niggas running around out here, you know, trying to barbecue for the 250th year of these people enslaving your ass. But anyway, you know, for the relief portion of it, because they're gonna want relief, man. People just gonna want to just, I'm tired. Fuck it. I give up. You won. Just what you want me to do. Well, come on down and get this microchip. Bring the children. Get this microchip, and we'll settle everything for you. In the meanwhile, this guy got the technology to upgrade or downgrade you. We already know he can do that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what, you know, when it comes down to sanctioning. Why do you think America has been on, you know, they weaponized the dollar through digitalization, you know, pretty much with the money. Putting sanctions on people. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to go into your bank account. If you got whatever money you got in that bitch, they shut all that shit off. Matter of fact, again, with these vehicles, they can just shut off the damn vehicle. They can go up into your vehicle, you know, and have that bitch pull over to the side of the road, and you don't get no spark from your ignition. All this push button shit. You know, that's why I want me some with a turnkey. Now, give me some shit, an older vehicle with a turnkey. You know, because they can do all that. Because everything is interconnected. And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We do know that, you know what I'm saying? You know that with this gas shit, they're really, you've been hearing a lot of talks of people talking about getting, you know, these EVs, getting these, you know, electric vehicles, man. They're like, man, fuck that with this gas. You know what I'm saying? I might as well go ahead and invest in me in an electric vehicle. So once you get into the electric vehicle, you know, and there's one lady, she was talking about that too, where, you know, they pretty much, they watching everything. It's fucking cameras in the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? They you know, they can, you know, because like if you were to put the vehicle on cruise control, these newer vehicles, if you put the vehicle on cruise control, it'll, you know, it's pretty much all, it's almost as if the car is taken over by the computer, so to speak, within the vehicle. So now you don't have to put your foot on the gas. You can just set the mileage for, you know, whatever you want and just let it coast. And, you know, a lot of these vehicles, they got this, I think it's called Blue Cruise or whatever the fuck it is. And you can just take your hands off the wheel and just pretty much lay back. You know what I'm saying? And let the damn car do the driving itself. So it's nothing for them to program that car to lock you in and drive you to the nearest police station. You know, because it's all, this is what they want. They want total control. And I know the elder out in Kansas City, you know, he was talking about with this new gas mixture, a lot of this new gas mixture, you know, because the gas ain't what it used to be because it don't last no time. But he was talking about that new gas mixture is, you know, if it's fucking up older cars. So once it fucks up your older car, you know what I'm saying, you know, people just get kind of just pissed about it. You know, if you're going to get your next vehicle, you might have in mind getting an EV. So you can avoid the gas prices, you can avoid the bullshit. But guess what? All that is computerized, man. That ain't nothing but a computer on wheels. And we know what they can do with a computer. Can be hacked. It can be upgraded. They can take away features. They can do what they want. They can add features. You know, they got these breathalyzers already in them. You know, they got these, you know, I guess the smell of what marijuana or whatever the case may be, or, you know, it can see if your eyes are red or glossy, or you might be tired. They can pull that damn car over, man. I've seen some shit on this particular vehicle one day that I'd never seen before. I'm like, damn, where the fuck that come from? But it was a always gonna be a Jake, boy. Jake under the damn viaduct. But anyway, it was like I was just driving like shit. I got, you know, I'm drinking some coffee right now. I got a cup of coffee right now, but the shit just popped up like, you know, it was an alert went off, sleepy, some shit like that, and a damn big ass coffee cup popped up on the fucking screen. I never seen that shit before. But I'm like, shit, what the fuck going on? Because I'm driving straight, you know. So, you know, with a lot of this newer technology is getting a lot more. It's a lot more bio tech to it, for lack of better terms. You know what I'm saying? They want a lot of your biometrics, man. They taking pictures of your fucking face. They got pictures of your pupils. They taking pictures of your, and then they, you know, they collecting this data. And I think one company, a lot of these car companies, they got patents on your driving patterns, so to speak, you know? So there's a lot going on, man. It was just, you know, I didn't want to keep this long. It was that update that I seen. And once I went into the update, I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, all right. It just dawned on me, like, the most minute shit, you know, that they can handle. Like, they can actually really fix your car while it literally sits in your driveway or in your garage. And again, I'm not talking about, like, you know, the physical part of it, you know, where they gotta, you know, unscrew some shit. I'm talking about as far as like the engine, or, you know, just little, you know, the bells and whistles of, you know, having this newer technology. They can fix your sunroof. They can fix your, you know, you got cameras and sensors all over the damn vehicle. You know, you got cameras that can see, just like how this video is taking a video of me driving right now in my phone. It's cameras that's on this vehicle that can record in that way. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, we're getting to that point of this thing really coming down the pipe, man, of Esau about to come down with them, you know, them draconian laws. And because he noticed he has but a short time, you know, the scriptures talks about he's going to come down with that great wrath. So we just got to get set for it, man. And we're going to keep repeating this information because our people need to know. You know, we're going to keep reminding you. We're going to keep reminding you until the Lord says stop, you know. But you, Jake, better get it together, man. It's high time to awake out of sleep and to repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahushua, because we're definitely in the end of this. We're in the end of these days, man. And things are about to get crazy as hell. And Esau, he's pressuring everything. He's full press. Full press with you getting microchip, man. He's full press on making your life so miserable, making your life so bad that you're just going to be like, man, fuck it, I give up. What would you want me to do? And that's where you're going to have to, say to yourself, nah, fuck that. You better, because you go into Revelation 14, it talks about, the punishment for it. Revelation 16 and 2 goes off into the punishment of taking this microchip. Your ass is going to be burnt to a serious crisp, nigga. You're going to be toast, man. Matter of fact, you're not going to be toast, because there ain't going to be nothing left of you. When the Lord burn this place with fervent heat, because that's what's coming down the pipe for Esau and his kingdom. This place is through. And then, hey, Esau, go ahead and get this shit popping, man, so we can just go on to the next level, man. So I'm going to end out there. Pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala and the Bubble Ball.